I said it was about time that we made a video on how to install Windows from the very start, and how to format it right up to a fresh installed Windows for those of you who don't know how to do it. So to get where I am now, which is the Windows XP install, either get Windows on your CD, so get your copy of Windows XP on CD, put it into your CD drive, and when you're booting your computer at the BIOS, you can select if you want to boot from a hard drive or from a CD drive, and it varies from motherboard to motherboard or from BIOS to BIOS, what the button is to get into the list of bootable drives. Sometimes it's F10, sometimes it's F12, sometimes it's escape, sometimes it's tab. It varies, so you're going to have to find out from what motherboard you have, or else go into your BIOS settings at the very start and select the CD drive as the primary bootable drive. So once you boot up the CD, it'll load a couple of drivers and things that it needs to get ready for the install, and you'll be brought to this screen where you have three options. You can either go to Setup XP straight away by pressing enter. You can press R and be taken to a recovery console, and we'll talk about that another time. That's a completely different process. Or you can press F3 now and quit, but if you do that it's kind of pointless, so we're going to go ahead and press enter. Then you're given the end user license agreement that you have to agree to, because if you don't agree then they'll just cancel the installation now. And then you select your hard drive from here. Now this part you need to be very careful about. If you select the wrong hard drive or even the wrong partition, it will result in data loss. So be particular about, look at the size of the drives, look at how many partitions are on the drives, and if you're prepared to completely format your drive, just go with whatever and get ready to format it. Now, something I should have mentioned earlier, but I suppose we'll touch on it now, is whenever you're doing a new installation of a new operating system, until you're comfortable with having done it a few times, back up anything you want to keep. Mistakes can easily happen. You can very easily select the wrong hard drive and very easily format a hard drive and lose all the information on that hard drive. So back up anything you need, any projects, any photos, any music you want to keep, anything like that, back it all up. For now, I'm just going to use this unpartitioned hard drive that I have, and I'm just going to straight install Windows to it. So I press enter to continue with, I have to press C to create a partition on this. And I'll just use all the hard drive. So now I have new raw hard drive, so I need NTFS, so I'll just continue with the installation and I'll give it a quick format to NTFS. So NTFS is the file system that Windows reads. If you don't know too much about file systems, there is no need to look into this too far. NTFS is what Windows reads, so just go with it. And then this is it. This is the installation. This can vary from half an hour to an hour depending on the speed of your computer. And then there's a process after this where you're required to put in your details, like your name, where you're from and stuff like this. You'll be able to get through that. That's just a very straightforward, simple wizard. So that pretty much wraps